Hello everyone. For this lesson, I'll show you how to graph inequalities. Let's take a look at this one here, this inequality. X is greater or equal to -5. Okay, so let's mark off our number line. So always want to start off with 0, right? So this would be -1, -2. And when you're making your number line, try to keep the interval size the same. That's very important. It's -3 is over here, -4, and -5. Okay? And the next thing to pay attention to is this greater than or equal symbol here, right? So whenever that's the case, you want to use a solid circle, right? Meaning just circle and you have to fill it in. Alright? So where is this? It's gonna, on the number line, it's gonna be at -5. So you want to go ahead and make a solid circle at -5. Right? And it's greater or equal to, so it's gonna go in this direction. Okay? And then you indicate it with the arrow. Right? So x is greater or equal to -5 is this arrow pointing in the right direction. Okay? Alright, let's do another one. Let's say we have x is less than 3. Right? Again, we're going to make our number line. So I'll make 0 over here, that you want to start off with 0, and since I'm going, it's 3, I'm going to go in the positive direction, so maybe 1's right here. Try to keep the interval size the same. 2 is over here, 3 is over here. You can probably go up to 4 too, that's fine. Alright, so x is less than 3. Now you want to pay attention to that symbol there, the less than. Now it's just a less than, so we only need an open circle, right? So go find where 3 is. Here it is on the number line, and you want to make an open circle right there, right? I can make a better one. Let's see. Oh, that's much better, right? So I don't want to close the circle because it's just a less than symbol, and it's x less than 3, so you want to go in this direction, in the negative direction. So you draw out your arrow pointing in that direction. Okay, and there it is. So x less than 3 is depicted by this arrow right here. Right, now what if you have something like this? -4 is greater than x, right? So if you were to read this, you actually want to read it starting off with the x, right? So x is less than -4, to read it backwards like this, okay? Right? X is less than -4. So technically you can rewrite this, right? So you can rewrite this as x less than -4, right? So these two inequalities are the same, right? So make sure you understand that, right? So the next step is to draw the number line. So I'm gonna make 0 right here. You always want to start off with 0, right? So -4, so I'm gonna go here at -1. Make sure you evenly space it out, the interval. So -2 is gonna be over here, -3 is gonna be over here, and -4 is gonna be over here. So I have enough room to plot the point, right? So this one here is a less than, right? Just a less than, so it's going to be just an open circle, right? It's not going to be filled in, right? So now we go ahead and find -4. Here it is, and it's x less than -4, right? X less than -4. So in which direction are you going to go? You're going to go in this direction, right? Because x is less than -4, so you're going to go in that direction. So your arrow is pointing to the left. Okay, so that arrow represents this inequality. Okay, and that's it for this one, and we're pretty happy. Alright, what if you have x equals 7, right? Alright, so let's mark off our number line. I'm going to make 0 over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So let me finish it here. 5, 6, 7. Let's go up to 8, right? So this is x equal to 7. How would we graph that, right? So for this one, since it's an equal sign, we'll use a solid circle, right? And where we're going to put it, we're going to put it at 7, right? And that's it. That's how would you graph this point, x equal to 7 on the number line. And so you're done. Alright, one last thing I have to show you, and let's say we have something like this. X is not equal to 5, say, right? So again, let's make our number line first, right? Start off with 0. I'll put 0 over here. Evenly space out the interval. So 1 over here, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can go up to 6. Yeah? Why not, right? So this one here, yeah, we have not equal to 5, right? So what does that look like? That's going to be an open circle at 5 because we don't want it to equal. We do not want it to equal 5, right? And so which way are the arrows pointing in this particular case? Well, you can have it pointing in both directions. Well, you need it to point in both directions, right? Because you can have any other number for x that's not equal to 5, right? So we'll leave this open, right? Because it's not equal to 5, and you know it could be 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, any other number except for 5. Okay, so that's why the arrows are pointing out, right, in both directions. Okay, and that's it, and we're done.